This part right here of the whole Road to Toxic Waste grind has been by far the easiest part of it all. The SMGs in this game absolutely rip. It is crazy how good they are. What's going on, guys? It's Rage, and once again, welcome back to some more of the Horizon Modern Warfare client. Once again, the Road to Toxic Waste here is just about complete. We are finishing out the final SMGs that we have. Probably 3 of the best in the game. Actually, I don't think it's probably. These definitely are the best 3 in the game right now. Here to finish out the Diamond SMGs, you need 6 of them gold, so I've got the UMP, PP90, and of course the MP7 left to complete. I've noticed though that on the MW2 guns, it still requires you to get those 100 headshots, but actually here on the MW3 weapons, I don't know if this was intentional, but I've noticed on a lot of the MW3 weapons in this game that it only requires you to get 45 headshots here to get gold on the MP7 and the PP90. As if I wasn't already using one of the best guns in the game, you don't even need that many headshots with it. Again, over here on the PP90 as well, all you need is 45 headshots, so that was just a complete breeze. Usually what I would do for headshots is just run around with steady aim, maybe hip fire for it, or just stick with the iron sights, but the PP90, I definitely like it a lot more with the red dot on it. But I was gonna say this though, in my last Horizon video, I was 6th prestige level 70, now I'm 7th prestige level 61. And the thing is, when I prestiged, I would assume that this is just some sort of bug in the game because it only happens on some of the MW3 weapons, definitely not the rest of the guns in the game, but the PP90 and the MP7 were 2 guns, for example, where the headshot progress had actually reset. Granted, I still got to like the 35 headshots or whatever it was that I had it ready to go when I was 6th prestige level 70, but I had just noticed that once I hit 7th prestige and got leveled up, they had all completely reset. It's not the biggest problem in the world, but I just had noticed that. Nice, and just like that, we got Dome Domination, which actually works out pretty well because this kind of segues into the next topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about here, or at least one of the main topics that I wanted to talk about. Now, again, in my previous Horizon Modern Warfare videos, I've been talking about a lot of the upcoming updates to the game, but recently they posted a poll in the Discord here that I wanted to share and get you guys' opinions on. So now, this is by no means confirming that this is going to be happening. This is more of just kind of gauging general community interest here. So again, a couple of days ago, Spindler put a poll in the Discord asking, would you rather have MW2 or MW3 perks in Horizon Modern Warfare? Nothing is being promised, we are just listening. So of course, the question that I wanted to ask you guys is, what is your opinion on that? Do you prefer the MW2 perk system or the MW3 perk system? I feel like the biggest reason why this whole debate even stemmed in the first place was really just because of how ridiculously quick the TTK is in this game. I mean, I get it. It's MW2. The TTK is ridiculously fast. I mean, really, it's just old Call of Duty. Yeah, the TTK is a lot faster than we're probably used to at this point with a lot of the recent Call of Duties. But that's the thing, though. I mean, like, Horizon Modern Warfare is its own completely separate thing now. It's not like the original H2M design in mind, where it was just going to be the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered mod. It basically is just the original Modern Warfare Remastered trilogy mod, if you will. So again, with all that in mind though, what do you guys think? Would you guys prefer the MW2 perk system or the MW3 perk system? And again, like I was saying a little bit ago, I think a big part of the reason as to why this debate even started in the first place was because of the TTK and debating how stopping power should be balanced in this, because it is lightning quick. I mean, I get it wholeheartedly. And also, we just know how Modern Warfare 3 went over in the first place. Like, MW3 is really just Modern Warfare 2 but patched. And the thing is, for me personally, is that I do kind of prefer the MW2 perk system. I'm definitely in the minority of this, at least as far as the poll goes, definitely in the minority for that. But what I really think needs to happen first before they decide to, you know, pull the trigger on it and start, you know, replacing perks is honestly just doing a weapon balance pass first. Maybe just tune down some overall damage values and things like that. Maybe nerf some weapons at range so we're not getting, you know, completely slaughtered. I know with that in mind though, it's definitely going to kind of benefit snipers the most in that regard, which I totally get it. Nice finished out gold camo. There we go. Which look, obviously as a sniper, I have no problem with sniper buffs, but I do see how that would be a problem in the long run as far as balance goes. I totally get it. But I do still think that's probably the better way to go about it at first. Like maybe test out some different kind of like weapon balance value changes. Maybe nerf a couple of things here and there. See what it does to the overall feeling of the game before we change it out. Because the thing that I'm honestly kind of worried about if we go towards the whole Modern Warfare 3 perk system is that it's basically going to turn into another Modern Warfare 3 plutonium, which depending who you are, that's either a really good thing or a really bad thing. Definitely a skill issue, man. Yep, you just suck. I just really don't like how MW3 plutonium plays. It gets very tiring. It just gets very tiring to me when I'm playing against the same playstyle of just constantly being ACR, MP7, C4, Recon Pro, portable radar into oblivion. Like, I'm sorry, it's not fun. To which, in the same respect though, I do understand that it's probably not fun for a lot of red gunners to get constantly sniped into oblivion, but let's not pretend that this is the most difficult thing in the world. Let's not sit here and pretend that Call of Duty is the hardest game in the world. Like, come on now. I feel like I've talked about it a million times, but just to say it completely bluntly, I am just not a fan of the way that MW3 plutonium plutonium plays. I know it's gonna sound all tinfoil hat conspiracy, but I swear the MSR is nerfed on that. The amount of hit markers I get with it is just not natural for it. It's just not. At least when I compare it to my console experience of MW3, it does not hit the same at all. So with the way that sniping feels on that, I mean, like the L11 and everything else are pretty fine. It's mostly just the MSR though. I really don't know what it is, but it just feels nerfed. So on top of that, with the way of just constantly being killed by the exact same ACR MP7 loadouts, like, yeah, to me, it's frustrating. I get it wholeheartedly. So if, for example, Horizon Modern Warfare does decide to go down that route where they add in all of the MW3 perks, how did I not headshot that? I'm not gonna lie, I'm personally gonna be a little bit wary about the whole situation, but I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. I mean, again, so far, nothing is promised. Like, we don't even know if they're actually going to pull the trigger on that, but I do know that one thing is absolutely for certain, that there is going to be a weapon balance pass here pretty soon. I see that you are using a red gun rage. Yes, indeed I am. I'm trying for headshots at the moment. Road to toxic waste. Indeed, man. We're almost done with it. Actually, almost done. So yeah, I really don't mean to make it sound like I'm whining or complaining, even though it's definitely going to sound like that, and definitely going to be like a skill issue kind of moment. But yeah, like I'm not so sure how I feel about the whole MW3 perk system coming to this game. I mean, we'll just see how it goes though. I think another thing is when it comes to the whole like potential removal of stopping power is that even if they were to just get rid of stopping power, I feel like that would force a lot of people in this game to either switch to things like mostly cold-blooded is what I would assume. Maybe something like lightweight, since lightweight pro in this game gives a steady aim pro effect of aiming in faster out of ADS, or coming out of sprinting and hip firing. Stopping power being such a crutch perk, of course, it's the 40% damage bonus. Thinking back on it, it was so crutch. It was the reason why they got rid of it in 2010, starting with Black Ops. I mean, not to mention, the second they get rid of stopping power, you're gonna have to adjust all of the weapon damage values. Because, for example, in the case of snipers, if they have 70 base damage, without that 40% bonus, they're only gonna do like maybe 80, 90 some odd damage without it, so it's not gonna be a one-shot. Obviously, it's not just a thing with snipers, it carries over to red guns as well, that it's definitely going to increase, or decrease, I guess for that matter, the overall TTK, so I feel like it again is just, okay, there we go. It's really just not that simple to quote, oh, just get rid of stopping power. Doesn't quite work that way, I feel. You get rid of stopping power, you basically change the entire way that Call of Duty plays, and that's exactly what happens. I definitely feel like I'm yapping way too much about things that a lot of you already completely understand. But anyways, yeah, go ahead and let me know what you guys think about all that down in the comment section below. Main worries are, again, I don't want it to exactly turn into another MW3 plutonium, but also at the same time, I do totally understand if they do some sort of like weapon balancing first. Would definitely prefer that to be the case, just to kind of test the waters and see what could be done. It's crazy though, like even to the head right there was near a one tap with the UMP. Okay, well that was a one tap, but yo bro had just fallen and broken his leg. Sorry about that, man. Oh, dude, this gun is absolutely crazy to me. We basically had an SMG that had capabilities of an AR. I mean, even going back to 2009, that wasn't exactly uncommon with Call of Duty, to be fair, because the 74U was basically that in COD 4. 74U in COD 4 had assault rifle style hip fire and wall penetration. Deep impact stacked on top of that was crazy. Had the World at War MP40 that did 59 base damage. Pair that with stopping power up close, you're literally getting a one shot to the head. It was crazy. So yeah, it wasn't exactly uncommon for Call of Duty, but man, this UMP was crazy. And then with the way they adjusted it in MW3, yeah, it was definitely nowhere near as good as it was in MW2. I'll correct myself in saying this when it comes to the World at War MP40, that it did 59 base damage on console. Like, it's still really good on PC, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely better and does have that one-shot headshot potential on console up close. I always really enjoy this little attention to detail with the MW2 Remastered UMP45 that it says McTavish on the back of it. I feel like it's also a cool little nod because in Infinite Warfare they called the UMP the MacTav 45. Subtle little details like that I think are really cool. UMP45, classic two-shot. Actually ridiculous how strong this gun is, dude. It's crazy. And the thing is, too, I feel like I was getting to saying this earlier, but maybe I cut myself off and just got distracted yet again. But in talking about stopping power and just how stopping power works, especially in MW2, I know it's got the 40% bonus, and it's definitely a crutch, but also at the same time with really just how Modern Warfare 2 plays. A lot of the time, you could still use guns without stopping power, and they were still crazy good. Obviously, of course, using stopping power is a huge benefit, but at the same time, it's not like guns weren't usable without stopping power in the first place. Oh, this guy's trying to bonds off something. Sorry, man. For example, most things, like most SMGs in this game, you could still use like Marathon Lightweight on the UMP, the P90, really anything, and they would still dominate. It's the beauty and the curse of Modern Warfare 2, where everything is so strong, everything is broken, so everything is balanced. But also, like I've said a million times while talking about the topic of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, it's also the same reason as to why this game would simply just not survive in this day and age. I love MW2, don't get me wrong, one of the best Call of Duties of all time, but if they released it 1-to-1 nowadays, oh my god, it would be an absolute recipe for disaster. I feel like I almost saved the best for last with the UMP. I mean, the MP7 in this game as well was piss easy. That thing has no recoil. The so-called free thinkers when term dom is in the map vote. I tried to deny your tack. I'm so sorry, bro. I promise I did. I feel so bad. Guacamole penis. That is a psychotic... Why did you name... You know what? Whatever, bro. I was gonna say, though, man, the thing is... Oh, wait, yeah. There we go. Gold camo's now all done. Which means... SMG Diamond Camo, yeah, there we go. At least now I'm done with that and can go back to sniping on Term Dom. But yeah, like I was gonna say, if you've seen any one of my streams, I feel like I talk about it so much on stream, but I always feel so bad. Like, I will almost always try to deny your tack. Especially if I'm like running right at it or something, like I'm almost always going to deny it. So if, say, for example, you see me kill you and you see me running towards your tack, don't spawn right away. I'm trying to be a nice guy. Unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot going on in that game anyway. There we go, though. All the Diamond SMGs are now officially done. Awesome. Again, though, really don't got a whole left as far as a whole road to toxic waste goes. This has been a lot of fun. Been nice, very refreshing camo grind. Of course, as a camo grind goes, it's had its very annoying moments, but the SMGs, of course, as you would expect, were pretty easy across the board. So now with that all being said, I've only got a few more ARs to finish here, and we are all done. Just in time, right before I hit 8th prestige. With that all being said, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Again, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. What do you guys think about the potential, anyway, of Modern Warfare 3 perks coming into the game to maybe replace MW2? Again, it's all very hypothetical. Nothing is promised, but we'll see. I just think that, again, for starters, we can go with maybe a weapon balance patch first before we start removing perks and basically changing the whole project. Again, though, go ahead and let me know what you guys think of that down in the comment section below. Thank you all so much again for checking out this video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. It's been Rage, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.